Hi guys. Now we're going to look at an absolute value question. Let's start together and see. X and Y are integers. By the way, we're asked for the sum of the new possible values. Okay, now guys, let's first look at the first equation. Look, what do we know? We know that in absolute value, the inside can be opened as positive or as negative. What do I mean? I mean, in the first equation here, the absolute value of x minus y will either be equal to 10 or x minus y will be equal to negative 10. Guys? Alright, that's clear. Now, pay attention here. Absolute value of y. Friends, I already found two values for x minus y, right? Here, one is positive and one is negative. When you take the positive one and try it, look, when you say plus 10 equals 6. See, this 10 moves to the other side as a negative. The absolute value of y equals negative 4. Is something like that possible? No, guys, because the absolute value always comes out positive, so this isn't it, which means there is no solution. So what happens then? We're going to plug in negative 10. Absolute value of y. We said negative 10 equals 6. We moved it to the other side. Negative 10 becomes positive 10. Absolute value of y. Friends, what did we get? 16. What did we say? Inside the absolute value, there is one positive and one negative. So, therefore, the value of y here can be 16 as a positive, and it also has to be negative 16. They asked for the sum of these. If we add them up, guys, our result will be 0. Hello everyone for the positive integers a, b, and c. We have been given equalities like this. Accordingly, what is the sum of the different possible values that c can take? That's what they're asking. Now, friends, at times, if the value of b is 8, since these are positive integers, it can be 1. It can be 1 and 8. It can also be 8 and 1. Or the product of 2 and 4. Or the product of 4 and 2. Now, pay attention. In absolute value, it is said that the value of the absolute difference between a and b is equal to 2. So, friends, 1 and 8, or 8 and 1, won't work. So, is it like this then? That means it can be 2. B can be 4. I can be 4. B can be 2, right? Let's do it like this. B minus c is 6. B it's said to be equal. Now guys, first b can be 2. And it can also be 4. The absolute value of 2 minus c, 2c, equals 6. And also, friends, the absolute value of 4 minus c, 4th c. This is also equal to 6. So what does this mean? Guys, you know how the inside of the absolute value can be positive or negative? So 2 minus c will be equal to 6. 2 minus c will also be equal to minus 6, guys. If you move this to the other side, it will go as minus 2. If minus c equals 4, then c will be minus 4. Let's move this to the other side. Minus c equals minus 8, so the value of c here will be 8. That's done. We'll do this operation the same way. 4 minus c equals 6. Let's do it like this. 4 minus c will be minus 6, friends. If you move the 4 to the other side, we send it as minus 4. Minus c equals 2, so c equals minus. It will be 2. When we move this to the other side, it will go as plus minus 4. Guys, right? Minus c. So, minus c equals. It will be minus 10. So the value of c here will be 10. What does it say? These are positive integers. It can't be minus 4. It can't be minus 2 either. So, the possible values for c could be 8. And also 10, friends. They asked for their sum. 10 plus 8 makes 18. Hi guys, let n be an integer, and among these numbers only the negatives are equal to each other. Accordingly, what is the sum of the different possible values that n can take, is the question. So, what should we do right away, friends? Let's set n4 equal to n66. What did we do with these? You know, we open one with a minus and one with a plus, right? So, n4 can be equal to n6. Or guys, n4 could be equal to minus n6. Do we have an agreement? Now guys, look what is left when we send this to this side. Minus 4 equals 6, right? Look, we don't have any solution set. This is over. If you send this what to the other side, what goes as a plus? 2n is equal to. I sent minus 4 to the other side as a plus, friends. 2n equals minus 2. If I simplify, the value of n here is minus 1. That's what we get. This could be one of them. Now let's take it from here. Absolute value, guys, n minus 4. Now let's make it equal to 7. Let's set it equal. Let's do it like this. We'll need to expand this as one negative and one positive again. N minus 4 equals 7, and also n minus 4 equals minus 7. If we send this 4 to the other side as plus 4, the value of n here will be 11. I sent it to the other side as plus 4. And from here, the value of n will be minus 3, guys. Okay, now let's also set these two expressions equal to each other. Let the absolute value of n plus 6 be equal to 7. Again, what are we going to do with this? What will we do? Sorry, we need to expand this as minus 7 and plus 7. Let n plus 6 be equal to 7, and also n plus 6 equals. Let it be minus 7, friends. I moved the plus 6 as minus 6. On this side, n equals. From here, 1 will come out. Again, let's isolate n here. Let's move the plus 6 as minus 6, guys. Look, minus 6 and minus 7 together, n equals, it will be minus 13. They asked which values n can take. Look, let's mark these like this. And there was also this one. Here, we didn't have a solution set anyway. Let's write it down. Look, let's say minus 1, minus 3, plus 1. Let's write the positives side by side. 11, let's say, guys. Do we also have minus 13? It's minus 13. Now minus 1. And plus 1. Guys, who will send each other? I added minus 13 to minus 3. It makes minus 16. When we subtract 11 from minus 16, our answer will be minus 5. Guys. Hello, guys. Now we will see an absolute value question. Let's start. Which of the following is the widest solution set for the inequality? First, let's tidy up this part. Look, let's leave the absolute value here as it is. X is not inside this absolute value anyway. Let's nicely move it to the other side. Plus x becomes minus x as it moves over. Now, in its new form, the absolute value of x plus 4 is less than, guys, 8 minus x. Guys, when dealing with absolute value, we open up both a positive and a negative case. Alright? Please pay attention. Look, let me open this up as the positive case, like this. X plus 4 is less than 8 minus x. This is the positive case, and you also need to open up the negative case. I'm going to multiply the expression here by negative 1. Are we clear? I multiplied by negative and negative. Plus x will come. I'm multiplying negative by positive. Negative 8 will come out, guys. Is less than. Now, that's it. So, we've opened it up once with a negative and once with a positive. Let's continue. We're going to break these down into 2 blocks. Guys, if you move the negative to the other side here, it goes as minus minus x. These will cancel each other out. So, negative 8 is less than 4. I can't comment on the range of x. Note. Because there's no x left around. Whoops. Now, let's examine this part as the second block. Together. If you move minus x to the other side as plus x, you get 2x. Guys, look, if you move this 4 to the other side next to the 8 as a negative, you'll get 4. If you simplify it like this, x is less than. From here, 2 is the result we get. What does this mean? If x is also less than 2, that means it will be in the interval from negative infinity to 2. Hey guys, hello! Now we're going to look at an absolute value question. Let's check it out together. Let's see if x, y, and z are real numbers. What is the value of m in this case? That's the question. Okay, let's start with the first statement, guys. In expressions like this x will be between minus 7 and 7, and the 7s are included. Are we clear? Now let's tidy it up and see. So, minus 7 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to plus 7. The same situation applies here as well. So what do we do right away? Minus 9 is less than or equal to. Y minus z is less than or equal to 9. That's what we say. Let's start from here first. Let's tidy things up here. If you add both sides together like this, minus 7 plus minus 9 will be minus 16. Less than or equal to, friends. Minus y and plus y will cancel each other out. So what's left here? X minus z is less than or equal to. When we add 7 and 9, we'll get plus 16. Super. Now let's arrange the same expression here as well. Guys, what does x minus z mean anyway? M. Isn't it in the interval between m and minus m? Including the m's as well. Isn't it the same expression here? Super. So what will the value of m be? So, what about it? The m1 value is 16. The value of m2 is minus 16. Guys? Looking at the choices, we saw the plus 16. Our answer is 16.